Does BlackRock want it to keep going?
Well, I think BlackRock wants to control as much of Ukraine as it can. Monsanto and a number of other firms are all in there because you're talking about some of the richest agricultural land in the world. You know, about 15, 20 feet of black earth. I mean, it was so rich that during the war, Hitler tried to load boxcars with it and bring it back to Germany. That's how valuable it is. I've had Russians and Ukrainians tell me, you know, stick anything you want in the ground, it'll grow something. It's that good. So I'm sure that there are lots of people who would like to get at lots of people would like to get at Russia's resources. I mean, there's always that aspect in any war. But will this work? I don't know. I mean, I feel badly personally for the Ukrainians because they're the victims in all of this.
Tom, do you have any questions on the Ukraine-Russia Wagner before I move on to the next topic?
Yeah, not on Wagner. It's a very interesting perspective to see that, you know, what it was and what it wasn't far as you see. And also that I think the history lesson is very instructive because most Americans don't understand that Ukraine was the breadbasket of Europe in terms of the amount of wheat, corn, you know, sugar beets, and all the things that we have over here that are our principal crops. I mean, that is phenomenal. And now this is all being disrupted, and there is a big parlor game going on to see who's going to win the spoils of rebuilding it the way, you know, Halliburton rebuilt, you know, dams and power plants and sewage treatment plants and big infrastructure in Iraq.
No, I think that's right. Keep this in mind. During World War I, 400,000 Germans starved to death in the last 2.5 years of the war because of the British Royal Navy's blockade. Enough food simply could not reach them.
These weren't the soldiers. These are citizens in the villages.
They weren't the soldiers. And in fact, I knew people when I was an exchange student whose grandparents had made the decision to die so that the rest of the family would have food. I mean, that's how bad it was in Germany and Austria. When World War II breaks out, what does Hitler obsess over? Ukraine. He wants to get it. He wants to control it and hold it because of its capacity to produce food. So that tends to distort the whole strategic approach to the war in Russia. That's how important it is. And there's no doubt that people would like to get control of it. Now, the point is, if it's going to be a neutral place, I don't know if anybody is going to help the Ukrainians sort through all of this so that they are not stolen blind. But I guess that could